It's time to center mental health in Omaha. At Community Alliance, we're building a new center at 72nd and Mercy Road so that anyone seeking help for their mental health can access the personalized care they need to flourish. Support our campaign at mentalhealthomaha.org.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Hello, everyone. This is Who Did You Boycott Today? This is part 3 of Othal, Ozone, Wallace audio recording that I am doing a re-recording of my initial recording that I made a little over 2 years ago. And this is the start of part 3, and I'm going to take the time to read the Copyright Act of 1976 so I can start the audio. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for the purpose such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Okay. I'm reading this before starting the recording because I have parts included in this recording from Hassan Campbell video that I recorded from YouTube, and on the video that Hassan Campbell recorded, he plays a couple of audio clips from Heavy Duty Country. So to make sure that I am hopefully staying within the guidelines of Copyright Act of 1976, I wanted to make sure that I get that read before I start the recording. So I'm ready to start, and here we go. Hi everyone, this is AJ. I was not planning on doing a video this morning, seeing as how I have not been asleep. I've been up all night editing my video about Hassan Campbell and Kwame Brown and Michi X and Ozone. But after watching Hassan Campbell's video about this individual called Heavy Duty Country, I was so upset I had to stop in my tracks and make a video. This individual, you need to watch the video that Hassan Campbell made, playing back with the words coming out of this individual's mouth. And I hope his message is very clear to the African community and ADOS. We are facing some scary individuals
They are afraid also. They are afraid that the African community is waking up. ADOS is waking up from the slave mind conditioning that we have been under for almost 400 years. Well, I need all of my people to watch this video about this individual and understand why you need to be boycotting your dollar every second of the day. This individual is disputing how righteous that policeman was to come up to Ozone and approach him in the manner that he did. He was talking to Ozone like a dog. Sit, sit. It's very disgusting and very degrading, disrespectful. But they are not afraid to spew any type of language out their mouth directed to African Americans and ADOS. You know why? Because we allow them to disrespect us every living day of our lives when they keep calling us black. We are not black people. There is no race called black. The census report do not have the race black on it. It is not one of the choices. Black is a label that slave masters came up with to disrespect our ancestors. So let us be very clear. We have got to send them a strong message. And the only strong message that I can think of, besides the one that I cannot say, is to boycott your dollar. Make every effort that you can to boycott your dollar. Stop giving them your dollars and pennies and dimes. I am so angry right now. We waste so much of our energy and time arguing with our own community. We need to stop it. We have got to stop it. All these distractions that's interfering with our community. We are dying in record numbers. Every one of us African Americans and ADOS need to be using their platforms to expose these racist people. I should not see not one video on YouTube about somebody talking about a beef between Kwame Brown and Hassan Campbell. I actually seen headlines of people talking about how crazy Hassan Campbell look. Well, I'm here to tell you, I don't know Hassan Campbell personally, but I 100% stand behind most of the strong message that he is expressing. And let me send a message to my people, African Americans and ADOS. If you are not using your platform to shine the light on these racist people, you are wasting your time. We have plenty of time to disagree with each other. We have been doing it for a lifetime. So let's take a break. Let's take some time off and put our focus on the true enemy, the true racists of this country who are attacking us from all directions. This human being had the audacity to say that Ozone had no reason to shoot this policeman. I don't know if Ozone had a reason to shoot this policeman. But I have to say I agree to some degree with Hassan that I can only imagine what kind of fear that may have come over Ozone when that policeman approached him. It's a kind of fear that you cannot put into words. And my heart goes out to Ozone because it breaks my heart to say what I'm getting ready to say, but I'm going to have to say it. Ozone may have signed his death warrant. Let me say that again. Ozone may have signed his death warrant because those racist policemen, they are going to mistreat him every way they possibly can. And he will not get a fair trial in this racist country. That racist policeman who approached Ozone, I think he did a bait and trap maneuver tactic on him. He knew from this second he approached Ozone that he wanted to bait and trap him to get a response out of him so he could use his authority. Just listen to the way he talked to Ozone. You can hear it in his voice. He put his hand on Ozone's shoulder. He put his hand on Ozone's shoulder. What gave him the right to do that? What gave him the right to keep telling Ozone to sit down like a dog? Please answer that for me. Will the African American community and ADOS make some videos about that and comment about that so y'all have so much time to comment about each other and attack each other? Well, I want to see you using some time to attack these racist people. Do you have enough courage and nerve to do that? I doubt it very much. Every single day I wake up, I see all these videos being made on YouTube and these social media platforms being used. Wasted time and energy. I want to start seeing some videos by my people expressing and alerting our community to the danger that is around us 24/7. We are living in some very dangerous times. And my people, those of you who have not woken up, you had better hurry up and wake up. Are you going to be... The lights are going to be going out on you while you fast asleep. So, stop this madness. Stop acting like you're brain dead. Stop acting like you're living in a fog. Please stop acting like you're deaf and blind. It's like the deaf and the blind are leading the deaf and the blind in our community. What is going on? Are we so damaged that we cannot see what is right in front of our face 24/7? I am very angry right now. I cannot express in words how angry I am with my brothers and sisters. Every one of you who are taking up time making videos about other African Americans and ADOS, I hope you are making a big money bag, and I hope you are able to sleep like a baby at night, because you are profiting off of the suffering of our people, and that disgusts me to no end. I cannot repeat that enough. every one of you African Americans and ADOS who are using YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, any of those social media platforms out there to express your disgust with one another. Where is that energy for you to express your disgust with this racist country and these racist individuals? These are some very dangerous people. They had the audacity to attack the Capitol with no worries whatsoever because they knew they would not be punished. That was the one time that I felt proud of my people. We was all on message. We was all on code. We did not have a bone in that fight. We do not have a bone in the fight about this distraction on voting rights. It's a distraction. We do not have time to be bickering with each other and taking pot shots at each other. We have got to focus our energy and attention on the true enemy. And this individual you see in front of your face should be at the top of the list. This is madness. And I am very angry. And I am afraid for my people because so many of us waste our time talking about nonsense, getting upset about nonsense when our children are dying. My anger comes from the pain that I can just only imagine that Tamir Rice is in daily. Let me say that again. The pain that Tamir Rice is in daily should angry every one of us ADOS and African American. If you are not angry about the pain that Tamir Rice is in and many more mothers and fathers who have lost their children to Jim Crow police, something is seriously wrong with you and you need to go seek professional help. I cannot express in words how angry I am the way they took the life of Tamir Rice's child. There's no greater pain on earth than the death of a child. And for some odd reason, our people keep getting up, eating and breathing and sleeping like nothing has happened. Where is the anger? Where is the boycott? I don't want to see any more protests. These silly protests ain't doing nothing but paying overtime pay for Jim Crow police. If another African American or ADOS take their bodies out there and protest in the streets, I cannot respect you any longer. You are sitting there patting Jim Crow police pockets with overtime pay, and I do not have time for foolishness. So I'm going to end this video right now, and I want you to watch the video that I will put at the end of this about the video that Hassan Campbell made about this racist individual. He is very dangerous. And there are so many more of him out there. So many more that we do not know about. And let me be very clear. The policeman who approached Ozone, he had a motive. He had in his mind what his purpose was, what his mission was. So African Americans and ADOS, how can I say this any plainer? You need to understand what your mission is. Excuse me. Your mission need to be not to let the enemy know what you're thinking. I am so fed up with my people broadcasting to the enemy what many of your thoughts and plans are. You have got to be smarter. You have got to rid yourself of those slave thinking minds. And you have got to rid yourself of them very fast. So let's get busy taking care of business of how to stay alive. Because every time we step out the door, there's a 50-50 chance that we will not return home safely. So if you think you deserve to be treated like a human being, I ask you to boycott your dollar every single second of the day. Let me repeat that over and over. If you feel like you deserve to be treated like a human being, you need to be boycotting your dollar every second of the day. You cause white power any kind of pain you possibly can. Do not let them lay down and sleep like a baby and keep killing us and keep locking us up. This is madness. And I am one is not taking it lying down. My eyes are fully open. My mind is clear. I am not confused. I am not distracted with all of these constant distractions and foolishness. So that's my message to my people. This bright early morning, a morning where I have not been asleep. So I'm going to close out this video and I'm going to post it right away. Because we are in a state of emergency, a very dangerous state of emergency. I have to agree with Tamika Mallory, the title she gave her book. It has a valid point. I had hoped that my people seeing George Floyd being killed while the individual was being recorded will wake up my ADOS and African Americans. I had hoped and prayed that that would be what would shake them to their senses, but apparently it has not. So, with that, I'm going to close. And I will be posting future videos. Stay safe. Stay alert. Stay focused. Make a plan of action. Make a plan for your safety and security at all times. Never let your guard down. I must repeat that again. Stay safe. Protect yourself at all times. Stay alert. Make a plan of action. And do not broadcast it to Jim Crow police and white power. Sit down and have a heart-to-heart talk with your loved ones. Each and every one of you need to understand what we are up against. We do not have a crystal ball. We cannot determine which ones are dangerous and which ones are not. but I would suggest you err on the side of cautiousness at all times. Let me repeat that again. I would suggest that you err on the side of cautiousness at all times. And if you are approached by a Jim Crow police, do not give them a reason to mistreat you. Do not give them a reason to take you to jail. Do not give them a reason to kill you. You must not let them accomplish their mission. Their mission is to take you down, and they will use every underhanded tactic that they can. So put your thinking cap on. Okay, I'm going to close out for sure this time. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. Stay well. Much love for my people, ADOS and African Americans. They have been trying to destroy us for 400 years. They have failed. I'm sure that must really eat at them 24/7. How they have tried everything under the sun to destroy us for 400 years, and they have not succeeded. So they have come up with some new tactics. And
see what he's talking about. We're going to get into what he's talking about and how he's dealing and what he feels about the situation that happened with Brother Ozone with the police officer. I'm going to do a reaction video to his video. Now, the crazy part about it is, right, what you're going to hear in his video, homeboy doing a lot of cursing and still got commercials. And I'm like, look at this right here. They don't play with me like that. I can't talk the way the colonizer talk. But nevertheless, let me get this commercial out of here real quick so I can let you hear what he got to say. We're going to break down what he got to break down, right? We're going to walk through this together. Shall we begin? All right, let's go.
AC, right? Y'all remember the clown Grandmaster Jay, who tried to call me out and called me the chief of the rednecks and all this other stuff? Remember how they said, oh, they don't do anything wrong, and they're this group who just defends the black community and all this other shit? Well, one of the people who has been identified as being a member of the NFAC just shot a police officer in Florida for no fucking reason. We've got a lot to cover in this video today, but for those of you who are wanting to see more about what is going on in this nation right now, feel free to go over to my podcast channel. We cover everything pretty in depth. But in this clip I'm about to share with you, this police officer was extremely polite. Hey man, do you live here? Sit down, watch.
Hey man, do you live here? Sit down. Good dog. C spot, run spot C. Now we don't play that. Sit down. Do you live here?
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right. ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
It gets played out after a while with these colonizers coming to where you live at and telling you what to do where you live at.
How's it going? Do you live here? What's going on? Sit down. Sit, boo-boo.
Sir.
Can you sit down? I'll talk to you.
Come on now. Come on now.
Don't do this. Sit down.
Why are you asking me do I live here?
Do you live here? Listen
What's going on though?
Who? Charlie 77.
No, back up now.
Stop.
But right after that, I can't put this in this video, but right after that, this guy by the name of Ozone Wallace shot him in the head. What exactly did this police officer, Jason Raynor, do to you?
I'll tell
to
you.
the point where you felt like you...
First of all, You boxed him in. You got the brother sitting in his car minding his business, looking suspicious. Looking suspicious. He asked the officer, what? What's up? What happened? No, stay. Sit. You're closing him in with your body language like you captured him. Back in the days, I used to capture bees in a bottle, right? And we used to take the top and take the bottle and trap him in. You got this man in between his car door, approaching him just for sitting in his car. Now, automatically in America, with everything is going on in America, Mr. Colonizer, let me talk to you. Mr. Heavy Duty, Mr. Colonizer, right? In America, you see what's going on. As soon as a black man looks suspicious, he ends up on his back. So automatically, this dude got his guards up as this officer is approaching him, minding his business in his car. No, sit there. No, sit down. No, you tell dogs to sit down. He's not a dog. He's a human being. The officer's job was to tell him, listen, we got a call or we have something, can I have your order? Can I have your information, your ID? He didn't ask him for his ID. He treated him like a suspect, like it was on. So the brother Ozone treated him like it's on. Or what you think that y'all gonna just keep on doing what y'all want to do to us the way you want to do? Nah, it's not working like that, homie.
What exactly did this police officer, Jason Raynor, do to you to the point where you felt like you had to pull your gun out and shoot him in the head? Oh, was he not taking your orders? Well, he doesn't fucking have to. He's the police officer. You're the civilian.
And we don't have to take your orders neither. There wasn't a crime committed. Being suspicious is not a crime. I've never seen anybody, any law in a penal code that said you can be locked up because you look suspicious. He's suspiciously sitting in a car during current seasons. But come on, colonizer, please tell us how you really feel about us.
We are tired of this shit in America. If you don't like the police, if you can't take a simple order like sit your ass down and listen to what I'm saying, get the fuck out. If you think you're some badass,
hold up, Mr. Colonizer. You come over here on your ships where we...
All right, here we go. Let's talk about Black Lives Matter. So this guy started it, and here's what he said. Read that. Oppresses black people.
of this shit in America. If you don't like the police, if you can't take a simple order like sit your ass down and listen to what I'm saying, get the fuck out. If you think you're some badass,
hold up, Mr. Colonizer. You come over here on your ships where we was already living and decide to throw us a Thanksgiving Day massacre with smallpox in it, and then you want to tell us after you took our land and pushed us in the worst neighborhoods to get out of our country? Oh, right. We ain't supposed to know that we the indigenous people of this country. Right. But listen to this colonizer talk.
A gun because you're in a bullshit militia like the NFAC, and you think, oh, well, if a cop comes up to me, I guess I'm just going to shoot him. Get the hell out of here, man. The police are the least of your problems. This guy's a family, and he's sitting in the ER in critical condition because you were having a bad day or you were listening to some news company that day victimizing y'all because you guys can't think for yourself. Now, if this isn't bad enough,
right. So we need you, slave master, to think for us. Right. We need you to think for us. And we just need to sit down and comply. Sit, boo-boo, sit. Good dog. We just need to sit while y'all come through our neighborhoods and throw our children up. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, that's the sign of the police. We just put your hands behind your back. You got any weapons on you? No? Huh? So we supposed to keep on putting up what y'all treating us like we dogs? Matter of fact, like we less than dogs. Because dogs in America get treated good, but not us.
We've got a whole group of people online praising this guy, Ozone Wallace, to the point where they've created a GoFundMe page for him. Whoever created that should be arrested right now. Go through that guy's cell phone. I'm willing to bet anything that guy's been talking to him. Hey, man, how do I send you all this money that's coming in from these donations? Ozone, our beloved...
Hold up. So whoever sent and started this GoFundMe to support our brother, because he was targeted, because he looked suspicious. He got a legal gun, legal firearm, but he looked suspicious. But it's okay for y'all to take tax people money to pay for the lawyers of the police officers that killed George Floyd. And to pay for their bails too, right? Right. I hear you, Mr. Colonizer.
Refused to become a victim of the police state, and he stood his ground lawfully. What fucking world do you live in? He has stood up for injustice numerous times. Now it's time that we stand for him. If you cannot put your boots on the ground, then donate to help him fight for his life. What do you mean by put boots on the ground? What, is there going to be another NFAC protest about how this guy is being victimized for shooting a cop? We know the media has to create a narrative, but those who have encountered O know his righteous, kind heart. You know what? I'm going to give y'all the benefit of the doubt. Maybe this guy was a kind guy. Maybe this guy would open the door for a grandma. But that doesn't change the fact that he shot a police officer in the head for no reason. I mean, y'all people who are writing this shit, who are making these donation places, how much of a victim are you? Seriously, where are your fucking balls? Oh, my friend shot a cop, so we better create a donation site to help him. Then a friend of this guy, O. Wallace, or whatever the hell he calls himself, gets on a news show and says this.
He's a great father. He's a great guy in the community. I mean, this has never happened before. They want him dead, but nobody wants to hear his story. Everybody thinks he's a bad guy. You know, he's a criminal and this and that. Nobody knows. They just know he shot a police officer and he's home. But you got to look at the first picture. Why was the police officer even bothering him from the first place?
How do you talk about minimizing the situation? You're talking about it like he went and stole a few dollars from a cash register and walked out. This is someone's life. This is someone's...
We talking about it as if you had a black man minding his business and he was backed into a corner the same way black children all across America, the same way black men all across America has been treated like shit at the hands of you colonizers. And then you think that it's okay. That man had to make a life and death decision. He feared for his life. He seen an enemy. An enemy that had conquered every country. Every city in America where black people resided has been conquered. Our children have been aired out. And now he see the colonizer coming with his his blue robe. And backs him into his own car and tells him to sit. What are you doing? First and foremost, there's rules to engagement. You do not walk up on somebody inside in a space. You give me 6 feet, or I'm going to give you 6 feet. Matter of fact, give me 10. You don't push up on nobody that close. Obviously, his training didn't get him anywhere, because if he was trained professionally and he wasn't moving up on that brother like he was weak, he would still be walking around with his head on his shoulder. Head and shoulder, knees and There's rules to this in these streets. You don't walk up on nobody and back them into a corner like that. You don't put nobody and tell them to sit down and you got them in arm's reach and you putting your hands on. That's not the way you approach a person. That's not the way you approach a person. But go ahead, keep on talking, Mr. Colonizer.
Life. This is someone's family. This is someone who lives and breathes just like you and me. This is someone who protects. This is someone who does a service to us in our nation. And you're acting like this guy just stole a couple of gumballs. Hey, Grandmaster Jay, you gonna come out from hiding and say something about this? This is one of your guys. This is one of your guys who you claim to be disciplined and honorable and all this other shit that y'all spew about. Or are you gonna do another demonstration on your guns on how they accidentally fire for no reason? Are you going to say that happened or what? I'm waiting for the...
We ain't listening to no more of you, man. We ain't listening to your more... No, it ain't like y'all not going to have it your way, man. We tried y'all way. We tried y'all way. Putting our hands against the wall, being violated. Everybody ain't going out like George Floyd. I'm here to tell you that. It is what it is. Everybody's not going out like George Floyd. Y'all not going to keep doing us like y'all did Tamir Rice. Have a mother standing over the casket screaming, it's so hard to say goodbye to... Nah. Everybody ain't going out like that. We tired. We tired. And we ain't, like, her brother ain't going out like my son. You know how we coming. You know how we coming. And then get there, put your hands behind your back. Nah, everybody ain't going out like that. We ain't going out like that.
One of their new tactics is to bait and trap us. Do not fall for they bait and trap.
Okay, folks, that's the end of that audio recording. I'm not going to do a lot of talking on this third part. Just to repeat what was said at the end. As we go about our day-to-day life, it's very important to be thinking conscious that anytime a police person approach you, be alert to them trying to use tactics to bait and trap you. Get in the habit and the practice of taking the fifth. Do not say anything out your mouth. Just do your best to respond to anything that they ask you to do. And if you have the ability to have a camera on your car or on your physical body, take those measures also.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
But the main thing that I think about with police persons, I've not had a whole lot of encounters with police persons other than getting pulled over for speeding. And just those encounters gave me a glimpse into what interaction with a police officer can be like. On some occasions when I have been pulled over, I've found myself getting really upset and this anxiety or fear just have a tendency to try to grip me and I do a quick self correction and do my absolute best to calm myself down, because I know that I am fully in the presence of a racist person, whether they are dark skinned or Caucasian or Latino or Asian, whatever their ethnicity is. I know that their mindset towards my brown skin is not in my favor. And police persons are going to deny that and deny it until they take their last breath. But there's just really too much proof, way too much proof for anyone to say with a straight face in the 21st century that when a Negro tries their best to express their treatment that they receive from law enforcement, that folks still, to this very day, whether they are a law enforcement person or an everyday citizen, they will deny it and deny it and deny it. That, oh, there's no such thing as racism. Law enforcement treat everyone fair and equal. It's just all sorts of crazy things are said out of a person's mouth. That will be the case until even a melanated brown skin and dark skinned persons will say similar things out of their mouth. And you know that when you hear them say it, you know in the back of your mind that a day is going to come, possibly, where they're going to get that wake-up call. You don't know when it's going to happen. You're not going to be around when it happened to them. But you know as sure as your name is on your birth certificate, that melanated brown skin or dark skinned person who is saying out of their mouth that policemen don't mistreat melanated brown skin or dark skin or Negroes. If you're saying that out your mouth, it's hard to understand why you would be doing it. Really, it's really hard to understand why you would cause a blemish on your character and reputation by uttering such words, when we clearly know America was built on racism. That's why they had slavery for 246 years, because they had a greed, and because of evil, and because other human beings' skin was darker than their skin. It's just that simple. It was because of evil folks, someone who is evil, and someone who has greed, and someone who said to themselves, my skin color is pale or white, and this other person's skin color is brown or dark, so I'm better than them. So since I think in my brain that I'm better than them, I'm going to mistreat them. And that was a conscious thought that went through the minds of that environment that started slavery. I don't need to be the smartest person in the world to figure that out. I just need to use plain old common sense that human beings who had what you would call pale skin or pink skin or white skin had a evil soul or evil mindset, and so that evil mindset made them make a decision to take other human beings and force them to be slaves, because they did not want to roll up their sleeves and work. They were evil and they did not want to roll up their sleeves and work and sweat. They did not want to do that for whatever reason. It's hard to say. It could be so many reasons why a person don't want to work. Could be lazy. Could be an illness. It definitely could be evil. It's just so many reasons that a person can come up with for why they don't want to work. And greed for money. These persons had a greed for money, and they did not want to work for that money. They did not want to work and sweat to earn money. So they told themselves that they would take other human beings and make them slaves instead of doing the work themselves. Because these other persons had brown skin and dark brown skin, these white, pale, pink persons had mental illness and mental evil in their mental brain. And because of their mental brain having evil and mental illness, they told themselves they had the right to make other human beings slaves. And so that is why Ozone Wallace is in the fight of his life. He simply was sitting in his car, and he have the skin tone brown or dark brown skin tone. And that policeman decided to approach him. And that policeman decided that he was not going to respect him as a human being. And from that second, that policeman decided to approach Ozone sitting in his car, and that he was not going to respect him as a human being, things just totally got turned upside down. But that's a regular occurrence for Negroes and persons with brown and dark skin. That's an everyday occurrence for many of us. It's a regular thing that takes place over the time of our life. It happens so many times. There's no need to try to keep track of it, to keep count of it. You know it's going to constantly happen, and you just learn to deal with it. You just figure out a way to deal with it so you can try to go on with your life and then be productive human beings and be able to enjoy your life the way you see fit. You just have to figure out a way to not to allow these racist attacks and racism to cause you not to be able to enjoy your life. And you do the best that you can. Some of us do better than others. Some of us, unfortunately, get murdered, get killed. Some of us get baited and trapped into the policeman's attack because they know the different tactics they can use to bait you. And they are going to use every tactic that they can think of to bait and trap you and be able to take you down to the police station and disrupt your life, whether it's for 24 hours or 48 hours or longer. If they are able to bait and trap you so that they can disrupt your life and cause you to maybe lose your job, lose your home, lose your reputation, then they have accomplished their mission. And that is what is occurring in America. That has been going on for years and decades and decades. And those that it do not happen to turn a blind eye and a deaf ear to it. as long as it's not happening to me, why should I care about it? And that is the mindset of many persons that care 1 ounce, do not care 1 ounce about the treatment that Negroes and melanated brown and dark-skinned persons are receiving every single day in America. So I don't want to harp on anything. I'm just going to say in closing, stay alert and conscious of your surroundings. Stay alert and conscious of the people in your surroundings. And do your best to travel in a buddy system. We are in a very, very hostile environment 24/7. And at any given time, there is someone that's out there looking to cause harm or to kill other persons simply because their skin color is brown or dark brown. They are mentally ill, they are mentally evil, and you as an individual have to do everything in your power and your ability to protect your well-being and to protect the well-being of your kids and children and loved ones and family members in your community if you are alert and paying attention to what may be going on in your community. But the most important thing is to sit down with loved ones and family members and have these conversations so that each of you can be alerted to the reality of the world that we live in, reality of the environment that you live in. You can't just stay in denial and think it's going to go away, think it's not going to happen to you. If you choose to do that, that's your personal choice, but understand there will be consequences if you choose to pretend like it's not happening, pretending that it would never happen to you. If you choose to do that, just be ready to accept the consequences if it happens to come your way someday. So I encourage each and every one of us to support and encourage each other and to do our absolute best to protect our well-being and the well-being of our loved ones and those in our community. And hopefully we will be able to live out our days until it's time for us to leave this world. Take care. And I thank each and every person that will take the time to listen to this audio. Until the next one, take it easy.
Okay, round 2. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right. ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.